Imagine giving birth or adopting a child and being told you have to choose between bonding with them or keeping your job. That's the reality for 1 out of 4 American mothers who return to the workforce in just 2 weeks after giving childbirth because they can't afford to stay home without pay. As young adults soon entering the workforce and possibly starting families, we will face the reality of balancing careers and caregiving. Paid family leave impacts our health, our financial stability, and our future children's well-being. I've reviewed peer-reviewed research, non-profit policy reports, and the U.S. Department of Labor data to understand how paid family leave policies affect working families across the country. Today, I will argue that the U.S. must implement a national paid family leave program. First, I will explain the urgent need for paid family leave in the U.S. Then, I will show how this policy can be effectively implemented. Next, I will explain what our lives could look like with paid leave. And lastly, I will address common arguments against paid leave and explain why they fall short. There is a critical need for paid family leave in the U.S. The United States is the only industrialized country that doesn't guarantee parental leave to its citizens. Without paid leave, over 75% of low-wage workers, those workers being disproportionately women and people of color, have to return to work immediately after childbirth, often risking their health and income. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, paid leave helps reduce infant mortality, increases vaccination rates, and improves postpartum mental health. The lack of paid leave in America harms families' physical, emotional, and economic well-being. Now let's explore how paid policy could be successfully implemented. A national paid leave policy is feasible and effective. Several states, including California, New York, and Washington, already offer paid family leave funded through small payroll taxes shared by employers and employees. These programs are financially sustainable and widely supported. For example, California's program, which began in 2004, cost workers only $1 per week and has shown no negative effect on business profitability. A national program could mirror these models while ensuring equal access for all workers, regardless of where they live or work. Additionally, we can see paid family leave works in other countries. In Germany, new parents are guaranteed up to 14 months of paid parental leave, and this is a standard part of their life. It's not a luxury. Their economy hasn't crumbled, and it's one of the strongest in the world. If they can do it, so can we. We're told that the U.S. is a leader in innovation, so why are we still decades behind when it comes to protecting families? A national plan is not just possible, it's already working on a state level and in other countries. Now let's see what life-changing impacts this would have on American families. Paid family leave transforms lives and strengthens societies. According to the Harvard Chan School of Public Health, family with paid leave experience better maternal mental health and more stable infant development and longer breastfeeding duration, all linked to long-term health and educational outcomes. The impact of paid leave don't stop at infancy. Research shows that children whose parents had paid time off in early years experience stronger emotional security even into adolescence. Long term, this translates to better classroom behavior, stronger GPAs, and higher college attendance. It's not just about now, it's about setting up the next generation to thrive. And for adults, the benefits are just as powerful. When workers know they can care for a parent or a sick partner without losing their job or paycheck, it reduces burnout, depression, and long-term health risks. Paid leave is an investment in lifelong well-being. According to the Boston College Center for Work and Family, paid leave also benefits fathers as research shows it increases paternal involvement and strengthens family bonds. To add on, in other countries with paid leave policies like Norway and Canada, parents report higher life satisfaction and stronger attachment to the workforce. To show you a greater representation of the difference in days off between countries, let's look at this graph. As you can see in this graph, the US is the only developed country to not have annual leave. Americans only get 10 public holidays a year. Compare that to, say, Germany or Japan, who have some of the largest economies in the world, and they both have at least 26 days of paid leave per year. Clearly, paid leave has a deep personal and societal value, but despite all the benefits, critics raise objections, which I will now address. Counter-arguments to paid family leave fall short when examined closely. One counter-argument that is often made is it's too expensive for small businesses. However, according to the National Partnership for Women and Families, state programs show that costs are minimal, and many small businesses actually support paid leave once implemented because it reduces turnover. Another counter-argument often made is people will abuse it. However, if we look at the California Employment Development Department, in California, abuse rates are extremely low, and strict verification processes like doctor certification are in place. Another counter-argument made is it's not the government's job to mandate this. But just like minimum wage and anti-discrimination laws, protecting worker health is a legitimate and long-standing government function. A fourth counter-argument made is only new parents benefit from this. However, paid leave also supports caregivers of sick family members, people recovering from surgery, and those dealing with serious illness. It's for all of us, not just parents. And a fifth counter-argument often made is paid leave is a personal responsibility, not a public issue. But childbirth, illness, and caregiving aren't rare events. They're part of being human. When 80% of people will need to care for a loved one at some point in their lives, this isn't about handouts. It's about preparing society for realities we all face, and doing so with dignity and compassion. As we've seen, these objections don't hold up to the evidence. In conclusion, we've seen the dire need for paid leave in the US, how it can be effectively implemented, what benefits it brings, and why the common arguments against it don't stand. Paid family leave is not just a policy change, it's a moral imperative. It affects our futures, our health, and our families. Someday, it might be you helping your partner through treatment, or holding your newborn for the first time, or comforting a grieving sibling. When that day comes, will you have to choose between showing up for your family or keeping your job? That's a choice we can eliminate if we act now. Contact your congressional representatives and tell them you support the Family Act, a bill that would establish national paid leave. It takes 2 minutes to call or email, and your voice can help shift the future of America work and family life. Thank you.